Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Wild West AI, the podcast about anything and everything AI. Okay, today I wanted to talk about a novel concept. Not really, but basically, we as a society need to be okay with moving backwards as a means of moving forwards. What do I mean by that? Well, it's quite clear and simple. Everybody out there can't stand GPT-5 more or less. I'm pretty comfortable in saying that at this point. Everything I've seen online, everything I've seen on, Reddit, for instance, but also like other forums, threads, YouTube videos, reviews, like everywhere, people are talking about how GPT-5 is just terrible, honestly, compared to whatever go-to model they were using beforehand. And I agree. I really cannot stand GPT anymore. It's driving me nuts. With that in mind, the fact that there's so much consensus around this fact, and the fact that the company has recognized this because the week after they put out GPT-5, they made it so you could pick previous models if you wanted to because there was so much blowback. I think that it kind of just points out in blinding clarity that they need to just move back. Like, the only reason they are keeping GPT-5 around, in my opinion, at this point in time, is there's two reasons, actually. I don't know which one it is or if it's a combination of both or what. The first reason, they have some sort of motive or reasoning behind it. Like, they want it to not be as good in some ways, and that this is just part of the next stage of their plan somehow. And I don't even have any way of reading into that deeper than what I just said, honestly, you guys. I just they obviously control, just as any other company controls, their own product, how bad it is, what stage they release it in, or how good it is, and when they don't release it to, tease people and get them interested and ready for a product. They have total control over this stuff. And the fact that there's so much universal blowback around this new model and they're keeping it and making it like the go-to is, to me, kind of signaling that they're doing something to make money off of this. I mean, like, they're making it harder for you to get the best quality answers and tasks done that you were getting done beforehand, unless maybe you pay a higher tier or something. I don't know. It seems to me that that would be reason number one. Reason number two is more, I don't know, philosophical, sociological, put it however you like. This is kind of getting at what I started the episode with. Like, the idea of moving backwards was so hard for them, just as it is for any company. The idea of saying, wow, a lot of people were complaining about not having the choice selection of the other models that they have grown so used to enjoying, or whatever they said, their statement was something beating around the bush like that. We are now including the ability to pick the model, of your choice, yada, yada. We're bringing that back. Okay. That was such a big deal for them, right? To be able to go backwards. It was not progress, right? What does everyone say? The opposite of progress is congress. Anyway, not making any political jokes here or anything, but thought I'd throw that in. Anyway, it was so hard for them to even admit that, like, maybe they should have the model picker in there still. What is so difficult about saying we're just going to get rid of GPT-5 right now because obviously it sucks? And other than like people getting used to integrating it into their models and everything and all the ways that they use it, like, everyone had already done that with all the other models. So, like, within the first week, you could be like, wow, there's a lot of blowback on this one. We weren't ready yet. If it's not the first reason I mentioned where they're doing it on purpose, then this should be the thing that they do, is they should have just pulled it all back right away and been like, it's obviously not cutting it. Nobody is finding this useful for the most part. We're going to go back to the shop and work on it some more. But that is backwards. And this is bringing me to the second reason why they keep it out there, if it's not the first, or if it's a combination of the first and the second. The second reason is that we're so hardwired for looking forward that we can't realize that looking backward looks forward too sometimes. Like, if we brought this product to the shop, bring it back. Like, take this model, this latest model, off the shelf again a week after they put it on the shelf, because there's so many people who are like, this is terrible, this is not doing what I want it to do, yada yada. If they just did that, they could re-release it a month later and everyone would be like, oh wow, they fixed it, let's see. But instead, it's like, now we just get this slow tumbling rollout of all this ridiculous, honestly, not really helpful news around updates or changes or settings or any of that stuff. Like, it's just the same problem over and over again for me. I'm finding the voice capabilities are lacking. The answers are terrible. It never follows up with what it's saying. The custom instructions I give it are useless now. It doesn't even follow them, or it follows them so much to a T that it's like, it's making a point of the fact that it's following them, and then it won't actually answer my question, because it's like, I'll be more concise next time. And it's okay, what's the answer? And it says, yep, I'll be more concise next time. Like, it's just become completely useless for me in so many ways, and I think it has for a lot of other people out there. Get rid of it. Get rid of the model. Come out with a GPT-6. Make it the 13th floor of a building in Japan. Make it not exist. Like, just get rid of GPT-5. I don't know why that's hard to do, other than maybe there's some sort of societal thing that's just ingrained in us all, where it's like, we can't just like get rid of things. We have to work on them, make them better, and then re-release or add things to it. It's like, just admit that it wasn't good. Do a different thing. Anyway, all this in saying that I just think that we should be able to go backwards to go forwards, and that it should be seen as progress to get rid of GPT-5. So there you have it. All right, everyone. I'll leave it there. We'll be back again soon. Thank you so much for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.